I'm going to step you through making an interactive document using PowerPoint. This video is made with the intent that you kind of workshop it. You follow along, but need to pause in between to do the steps.
Start by opening PowerPoint. Select the theme you want. Now we will add a title to the first page and some directions for users to play the document. Now I'm just fiddling around, getting the spacing how I like it, and making room for my first big button. Okay, so I'm ready to make a button for users to tap to begin the interactive document. I head up to the Shapes menu at the top. You can pick any shape, but I tend to select the rectangle with the soft corners because it looks similar to app buttons that people are familiar with as something they tap. Now I type text in the box that I just made. I'm making text to tell them to tap the button to get started. Next, I want to change the color of the button to something bright. Okay, now with the bright yellow, my words in white are more difficult to read. I've lost the contrast, so I will change them to a color with more contrast. And I'll bump the font size up a bit. Now, I will alter the line around the button to make it stand out a bit more. I'm making it white and thicker. Now, I will add my next slide. It will hold my first question. Ready for some buttons that will hold my choices for possible answers. Again, I prefer the rectangles with the soft corners. I can grab those from the Shape menu at the top. I am going to fully format my first button and then copy and paste it to make fewer steps for myself. Now I highlight my button and copy and paste, paste, paste 3 times. Move them to their locations. Alter the text to be my 3 other options for an answer. Next, I want to make more pages before I start linking my buttons. I go to the menu on the left and highlight the slide that I was just working on. Copy and paste. Now I go into the newest slide, delete 3 of those buttons, and alter the text to be the button for a wrong answer. I will use this to make my correct answer page. Go to the left bar, highlight the slide we just made, copy and paste. Now I will get the second question page set up. On the left bar, I highlight the second slide down. That holds my first question. Copy. Then I move to the bottom of the left bar and paste. Edit to be question 2. Now I head to slide 3 and edit the button to be for a correct answer. We are ready to link up our buttons now. In PowerPoint, we will use the Action Settings feature. Tap the button on the first page to highlight the button, not the text. Now, tap the left mouse button. This should pull up a menu. Go to Action Settings. This brings up our Action Setting menu. Make sure at the very top the mouse click option is selected, not the mouse over. Below that, select Hyperlink to and use the drop-down menu to pick Next Slide. Now go to Slide 2. We are going to use Action Settings again to send the wrong answers all to the next slide. For the correct answer, we want to go to slide 4. To do that, we will use action settings, but rather than next slide, we need to pick slide from the drop-down menu. This will pull up another menu where we can pick exactly which slide we want this button to take the user to. Select slide 4. Okay, on to slide number 3. This is used if they get the answer to the question wrong and we want them to get to try again. You guessed it, action settings again, but this time we want to send them to the previous slide so that they can try again. Finally, slide number 4. This is if they got the answer correct. Sometimes on this slide I even give them a bit of additional information or even a figure. We want this button to let them know they got the answer correct and then send them to question 2. So in action settings, we want to use next slide.
Congratulations! You did it! I know that first question that you ever make takes a while, but all the others are faster. Now you just repeat those steps for however many questions you want, and then make a congratulations page at the end. Have fun!